Does Oudmazing deliver on its namesake, the amazing oud-based scent? Or does it actually fall short? Well, I'm going to let you know my thoughts in the upcoming video. Keep it tuned in on Pop the Cherry. Fragrance family, welcome to another episode of Pop the Cherry. This is where I pop the cork on a fragrance and give you my take on a fragrance where I put it on my skin for the first time. I've worn this fragrance as my scent of the day today. And I'm going to tell you all the good, the bad, and the ugly on this particular scent right here. First and foremost, before I get into the meat and potatoes of this video, I want to thank my partner in crime, FragranceX.com. Thank you so much to FragranceX. I do have a coupon code on their website. It is my YouTube handle, Robes08. You can put that on their website and you'll receive 15% off on either Oudmazing or any other fragrance that you put in your cart. So again, thank you so much to FragranceX.com. Now, please take the time to subscribe down below and hit that bell. I love hearing the sound of that bell so you can keep tabs on yours truly. Obviously today you're checking out Oudmazing, but tomorrow I might be checking out Black Phantom by Killian. So you don't want to miss that one. So definitely hit that bell so you can keep tabs. I'm also all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm under my YouTube handle, Robes08, so you can find me on all those platforms. Talking about Facebook, I also have a Facebook group called Fragrance Guru Nation, FGN, where myself and 17,200 other members are waiting for you to talk about fragrances, our community, new releases, buy, sell, swap, all that good stuff. So today, as the title suggests, it's no secret to all of you that clicked on this video. You know what I'm checking out. It is Oudmazing from the house of Montale. I can't even remember the last time I talked about a Montale. I think it was Honey Oud last year, I think. So it's been quite a bit since I've spoke about this brand. So let's get into it. Now let's go under the hood for Oudmazing. Let's take a look at release date. This fragrance was released back in 2016. The nose behind this particular fragrance is fictional character Pierre Montale. How did I get my nose on Oudmazing? Of course, as you know, Fragrance X supplied me with this bottle. Great partnership, coupon code Robes08. Major notes to my nose on this particular fragrance. I felt that Oudmazing was three things: oud-centric, floral, and of course fruity. So major notes were jasmine, fig, and oud. So let's spray Oudmazing on my hand here and remind me of this introduction. I'm wearing it as my scent of the day, so I have the dry down here, but let's remind me of this introduction on the back of my hand. And one for the fragrance community. Now you got 7 hours worth of Oudmazing on you. Good job. So the opening of this fragrance, what brings me to mind immediately is the fruitiness. This fragrance punches you with fruits. It's very sweet and fruity. Then of course, the sweetness is one of the major factors, the fruitiness, but also the woody aspect comes through too. And the florals also. So it is really a mashup, but the fruity and sweet aspects are your major players up top. So the opening, what does it give me? Fruity, floral, and Montale signature oud all together in a little bowl. I was not sure what I was going to get with Oudmazing, which I was kind of hoping for a really strong fig and a really strong signature oud from Montale, and voila, there's your Oudmazing. That's what I kind of gathered from some of the reviews online on this particular set. So I'm a huge fan of fig. The Montale oud is okay. I'm kind of getting tiresome of it, and that's what's going to happen when you own over 24 Montales. It's kind of going to get a little tiresome. Some people actually really love it. For me, I'm on that cusp that I really like it from time to time, so I can't wear it all the time. But Montale actually had more ideas, had different ideas than what I had for this fragrance. The florals here, namely the jasmine have a very strong part of this opening. You're really going to get hit with a lot of fruits, and it's a fruit bowl, and I'm going to get to that. But the florals are your secondary wave, I would have to say. So I wouldn't say there's not too much information on that, but there's some reviews that do talk about the heavy florals in this fragrance, and I do have to touch upon that because there is heavy florals here. So if you're scared of the florals, you gotta be careful with this one. It's not just a fruity oud as some reviews say. So the jasmine plays a very big part in this opening. Iris pairs with it also, so you're gonna get some of that iris, and some people are gonna go, makeup bag or powdery feel to the fragrance. You're getting some of that from the iris too. So that is gonna run through the introduction, but also well into the dry down of the fragrance. Now, I get a fruit bowl of sorts, so I'm going to tell you a little bit of the fruits that I get. Not many of the fruits here stand out, at least in this early testing for me. I can't say I'm getting this, and this. There is very much a purple hue to the opening, so that could be the figs. There is some pear in this that I am very much smelling, and there's some citruses too, so it's paired very well. It really is a fruit bowl with some citruses. It really is actually the standout in this particular fragrance for me was the fruit bowl. That is met, of course, with the signature Montale oud. There's some complexity up top, to be quite honest with you. Some people call this linear. I think it does get a little more linear after that fruit bowl does die down a little bit. But those are your main players here. A very interesting opening. It is one that I need more time to dissect, especially the fruit bowl. I want to see what the florals can do for me. I have noticed, now I've worn this fragrance only twice for this video because it's a first impression video. That's what this is all about. So I've worn it twice. The first time it was very floral to me, less fruity. Today, more of the fruits are a little more pronounced here than the florals. The florals are there. I can really feel the jasmine and the iris, but I really feel a lot of purple hue here. It could be like a grape-like feel. I thought I was getting fig, but now I'm getting really large purple hue, which fig can give. But I feel like there might be like a grape feel too with the pear. Very nicely balanced as far as the opening goes. I actually quite like this opening. Now, delving into the dry down of Oudmazing, the dry down brings on a light leathery tone that I very much welcomed. I love, there's some great leathers in the Montale lineup. I'm not saying that this is one of them, but there's a light leathery tone that I might have missed in the opening. So I do have to go back to testing and see if there was a light leathery tone in the opening, because I kind of missed that, but I felt it more in the deeper dry down of this fragrance with the oud, the fruits, and the floral still plowing through. There's not much movement after that opening, that central fruity burst, and then that secondary floral burst. It feels after those waves are gone, after a while, it does get fairly linear. The main players continue to stay here, though. I felt after the first few hours, this one went really linear. It did not play too many games on my skin. You lose some of the citrus qualities here, so you lose some of that fruit bowl, and some of the fruits do remain, but are pretty much on fumes on Oudmazing. The oud and florals with the leathery touch is pretty much the ending of Oudmazing. Overall, an interesting release from Montale. I am going to get into my overall thoughts after this, but I really felt like it was an interesting release that some people put as a top tier Montale release. For me, I felt like it's jumbled into the Montale releases. I feel it's a solid release, but I don't think it's a great one. So let's get into the Revolver, where I'm going to talk about seasons, day or night, versatility, and performance. So seasons. This one, of course, even though it's very fruity and floral, as you say, it's very also dark. I feel like fall and winter is really the best seasons for wearing this. I could see it on a cooler, like a rainy spring at night, something like that. It could work very well, especially with the fruits and the florals here. Day or night, I feel like versatility with this one's pretty good. I'm gonna go day or night. It stays right in the middle. I can wear this casually during the day, and it's a little more challenging for nighttime wear too. Versatility, that's where it goes. Fairly average. I would have to say there's some things, sometimes I wouldn't wear this particular fragrance, namely at work, something like that. But as far as casual wear, this is where I'm gonna slot this. You can wear day or night and things like that. So almost all seasons. I don't think really warm weather, so it hits the versatility a little bit. As far as performance, projection, and longevity. Now, my first wearing, longevity was very good at 7 to 9 hours. I was like, oh, it's not beast mode. And projection was actually fairly average, but I'm changing that because I wore it last night to test projection and longevity. I wanted to see if I wake up in the morning. And yeah, this thing woke up in the morning. Longevity is definitely 10 plus, and projection was actually very good. And I mean, at the end of this, and I mean, I slept a good, we'll say 8-9 hours before somebody else in my household woke up. I was asked, did you just put on fragrance like this morning? Like, no. So this thing, I got to keep an eye on it as far as performance goes, but I feel like this may be one of those that it's going to be higher echelon as far as projection and longevity. So I can't wait to test this one a little bit more. So my overall thoughts on Oudmazing. Overall, is Oudmazing what it says on the sticker? An amazing oud. I wouldn't go that far. Honestly, I wouldn't go that far. My first wearing of this, I wasn't too sure about it. I was like, what really is the hype on this? You know, people are saying this is one of the best Montales released. At this point in my early testing, again, very early in my testing, this could go up in my echelon, but in the sea of Montales, I wouldn't really put this in my top 5, maybe not even my top 10. I think it would make my top 20 list, but right now my second testing was actually a lot better than my first one, so I'm starting to like it a little more. It is well constructed. It hits my skin like I expect a Montale to hit my skin. So that is a good thing. You don't want to get disappointed knowing what a Montale can do. You don't want lower projection, longevity, and the oud and what surrounds the ouds. The composition is exactly what I come to expect from a Montale. Do I think it's a must-have from the brand? It depends on you. For me at this moment, I'm not too sure. To the men out there that were expecting an ultra macho oud, bold oud, you might want to sample first. So that's one thing that you can take from this video is the florals in here may hit your skin a little bit more than the next man. So just definitely save yourself some money, get yourself a sample and see what this fragrance can give you. Overall, a good release. Looking forward to more testing and these type of fragrances. You know, when you get to pop the cherry with a niche or release that has some complexity to it, you really need to take your time with it, and that's one thing that you can learn out of all these videos. I can give you my take on a couple wearings, and I can pretty much nail it as far as a fragrance review now in my journey, but at the same time, after 2-3 wearings, you need to wear it more. Different seasons, different ways to wear it. And you see my experience from last night changed my performance look at Oudmazing. So I got to keep an eye on that too. So just a trick of the trade. Let's finish off this video. So to end it off, Oudmazing is one of those that kind of started a little lower than a lot of some Montales blew me away right away, like Oud Cuir d'Arabie, Oud Leather, among others, were ones that were just winners from the top, from the onset. Oudmazing, first wearing was kind of a little disappointed, and now it's an uphill battle to see what I'm going to rate this in my final review. So it's one of those that I feel like it has that, I feel like it may go up in my rating, but as you can see from my second wearing, it kind of went up a little bit. It's one of those that it's actually fun to review and see where it's going to go on my rating scale. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. It's going to be a fun testing fragrance, Oudmazing is, because I have 2 different thoughts on it right now. So now that you heard my take on Oudmazing, I'd love to see yours. Good, bad, and the ugly. Put them in the comments below. You're not going to hurt my feelings. If you feel the same way as I did, maybe you have to give this one a second chance, because I'm thinking now with my second wearing, I'm like, first wearing, it might not have been as good as a review as you're getting now. Not that this is a blown away type of review, but as you can see, things can change. Give it another wearing if you can, but I'd love to hear your comments below what you think about this particular fragrance. Now I'm going to leave you with a few takes from my social media. I asked everybody on my social media what they thought on this fragrance, good or bad. I'm going to put those comments in the back end of this video, as I always do, and I certainly appreciate every single one of you that do respond to those pictures that I send out and say, what do you guys think about this fragrance? I love to hear your, or see your comments, not hear your comments, see your comments on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube and Facebook just to see where the community is going with a certain fragrance. And as always, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your oud-based scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.